All right, so good morning. Let's do this. So, we're going to start off with a little reminder about alignment. Oh my God, it's always about alignment, isn't it? So, this is a reminder that, and remember, everything can be done in or out of alignment. Everything can be done in or out of alignment. Meaning there's no thing that you could do that is inherently good, and there's no thing you could do that's inherently bad, because everything can be done in or out of alignment. Every conversation can happen in or out of alignment. If you have to tell somebody something, that can be done in or out of alignment. If you have to set a boundary, that can be done in or out of alignment. If you need to go grocery shopping, that can be done in or out of alignment. If you need to clean up your kitchen, that can be done in or out of alignment. If you need to talk to somebody at work, that can be done in or out of alignment. So the question is, so then a lot of times you're like, oh God, like I need to talk to this person. Should I say something? Should I talk to this person? Should I deal with this thing? The only question there is after that is, can you do it in alignment? And if you can't do it in alignment, then the answer is no. Keep your mouth shut. The answer is absolutely not. There's no rationale in the entire world. If you drank this stuff, if you drank the Kool-Aid, there's no justification in the entire world why you would go and talk to somebody and deal with a problem out of alignment. First of all, if you're out of alignment, then we can energetically take responsibility for our piece of being a match to the circumstance. This can be tricky because usually there's somebody, if you have two people, two things going on, usually there's one person who looks really guilty and there's one person, us, and we usually look really innocent. Right? If you know all the details of the situation, and if we mapped out the details of what we did, and we mapped out the details of what they did, and we shared that Google Doc with the whole world, we know that most people in the whole world would vote that, and we are correct, that we are the ones who, were innocently tootling along, and this other person had a bad attitude. However, what we really know is we're an energetic match to everything. And we're an energetic match to everything, and we can be an energetic match in different ways. Sometimes we have been like our energy is out of alignment. We've been kind of like looking at the negative side of things, or we've just haven't done alignment. We've been kind of stressing out. We've had anxious energy, and if that's the case, then that's the piece of us that is a match to this, because now this thing happened, and now we're feeling even more angst. We're never exactly manifesting the exact thing. So if somebody, let's say, like yells at you, or somebody talks meanly to you, it's not that you're a match to them being mean. Or if you get in a car accident, it's not that you manifested the car accident. You are responsible for how you feel. So you are manifesting anything that will result in you feeling similarly to how you were feeling before. So, if you have generally been feeling frustrated and like you can't get ahead, or generally feeling overwhelmed, then you will have a continual stream of things that will continue to make you overwhelmed. So, if there's a person out there that has made you frustrated because they did A, B, C, and D and talked to you like this or that or whatever, then and then that made you feel frustrated, we have to realize, oh, I've been in this frustration momentum. I've been in this frustration cycle, meaning this person can't show up. Energetically, I am disallowing this person from showing up any other way other than to prove me right that I am going to be frustrated. So that means that with that energy, we are a match to a lower part of that person. We are generally one to be frustrated or enter in any emotion you have. And that person is now co-creating with you in the continuation of feeling this way. Then that means we're matching a low part of them. And this person, guess what, is also a child of the universe, a child of source energy. And for some of you, a child of God. if that is your language, right? This person also is connected to source energy, meaning they have a whole range, just like we have a whole range of internal vibrations. So then our job is to say, well, how do I rematch myself with a better part of them? Well, a first really good tip is to not talk to them out of alignment because it's that disalignment, that ill alignment thing that made us a match to that part of them in the first place. So anything we do out of that energy is going to continue the cycle. So that is our reminder that everything can be done in or out of alignment. Everything in your schedule today, take a look at your schedule right now. Open up the Google Calendar, look at your schedule, and then maybe you might have a sense of if I didn't do anything, what would I be doing in or out of alignment? Because everything in the schedule today can be done in or out of alignment.